Some Christmas carols have a bizarre history behind their joyful melodies. Let's jump right in. First, we have Good King Wenceslas. King Wenceslas was an actual person, but he wasn't a king, and his first name wasn't Wenceslas. The carol is based on Václav Wenceslas, Duke of Bohemia, who lived during the early part of the 10th century in what is now part of the Czech Republic. So, how do we get from Duke of Bohemia to Good King Wenceslas? Well, the story goes that when Václav became Duke of Bohemia, he was a pretty nice guy. One of his early biographers wrote, "Rising every night from his noble bed, with bare feet and only one chamberlain, he went around to God's churches and gave alms generously to widows, orphans, those in prison and afflicted by every difficulty." So, doing all of these charitable works made him very popular with his subjects. Unfortunately, Václav had a brother named Boleslaus the Cruel. Is that right? Who names their kid Boleslaus the Cruel? Anyway, the good times didn't last very long because Boleslaus had his brother assassinated, and then took over being duke. Living up to his name, Boleslaus the Cruel was not as nice as Václav was. Later, there were biographies written about Václav and his good deeds. These stories became very popular, and eventually the Holy Roman Emperor Otto I posthumously gave Václav the title of king. Václav was made a saint in the Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church. The bizarre history doesn't end there because the melody for the carol is based on a Finnish tune that was first published in 1582. Ironically, the song is about the coming of springtime and not the middle of winter or Christmas, but it's got a good melody. Unfortunately, no one made the connection between this springtime bop and Good Václav until 300 years later, when an Englishman named John Mason Neale wrote the lyrics to the Finnish tune about Good King Wenceslas, and that is how we got the Good King Wenceslas Christmas carol. Moving on. Next we have Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells was written by organist, composer, and beard enthusiast James Pierpont in 1857. Originally written as a Thanksgiving tune to celebrate the horse-drawn sleigh races that would happen in late autumn. Wait, how did a Thanksgiving song end up on this Christmas list? That's right, Jingle Bells was not originally a Christmas song. It was originally published under the title The One-Horse Open Sleigh, and the lyrics have nothing to do with Christmas. No mention of Santa or gift-giving, nothing. But the story goes that after the song was performed at a Thanksgiving pageant, the children were asked to perform it again at Christmas time because it was such a big hit at Thanksgiving. And that is what magically kicked off its popularity. But we can kind of see this growth in popularity in the music as well, because 2 years after being originally published as The One-Horse Open Sleigh, the song was republished under the title that the public had come to know it by, Jingle Bells. Not only did the title change, but the music got a little change as well. The original music for the chorus is a little bit different than what we're used to today. This was later changed to the simpler melody we know today, and that is how we got the Thanksgiving song, Jingle Bells. Finally, we have everyone's favorite red-nosed reindeer, Rudolph. Rudolph got his start in retail, specifically with the Montgomery Ward department store based in Chicago, Illinois. In the late 1930s, Montgomery Ward was looking for an idea they could use for a Christmastime sales promotion. So, they tasked one of their copywriters, Robert May, to come up with something. May ended up writing a short story about a reindeer who gets bullied for his red nose but ends up being the hero because he's the only one who can help Santa deliver presents on a foggy night. Montgomery Ward originally published the story with words by May and illustrations by artist Denver Gillen. The department store ended up giving away over 6 million copies of the book between 1939 and 1946. It wasn't until 1949 when May convinced his musician brother-in-law, Johnny Marks, to put the story to music that we actually get the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Side note, Johnny Marks wrote a ton of Christmas songs, including Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, A Holly Jolly Christmas, Silver and Gold, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, and Run, Rudolph, Run. So he is no slouch when it comes to writing Christmas songs. But you've probably never heard Johnny Marks sing the song because it was pitched to noted cowboy singer Gene Autry, whose recording of the song hit #1 on the Billboard charts in December 1949, and that is how we got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Thanks for watching. Do you know of any other songs that have an interesting history? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to help support this channel, check out our Patreon page.